Hey, this is YouTube exclusive. We was just sitting there talking about that Marilyn and I just be over there screaming and hollering about 64 to 10 on our other social media platform. And because our thing is 40 years. 40 years together. Me and this woman been together 40 years. And I said, they need to recognize. They need to recognize, baby.
They do, baby.
Yeah, we've been together.
They recognize. They recognize.
Do they?
Yes. Yes, they do.
What they recognize?
All the emails, text messages. Well, we don't get no text messages. Don't let me start lying. The emails and the inbox messages that we receive and the comments. Yeah, they recognize.
They do. I mean, we are two African American women that have been together for 40 years.
We have been in love with each other for 40 years. Yes.
We've had our share of drama and we've had our share of whatever.
But whatever it has been manageable, it's been reconcilable, and we still here.
Yeah. You can even eliminate the African American women. Two women been together for 40 years. Do you know the drama and emotions that we have gone through?
Baby.
That we have gone through to make this thing work?
And we still standing. And we standing tall. We standing tall. Our stuff is solid. Mm-hmm. And not to say that anybody else isn't, but when you think about us being a lesbian couple and black, for the age we are, we're almost 60. This year we'll be 60 years old, and have been in love with each other for 40 years and overcome all the humps and bumps that we have had to push through. Yeah. That's big.
Relationships, period. I think people don't understand the seriousness behind a relationship. And when you get into longevity of that relationship, it's so many things that you go through. When you get together when you're almost 21 years old, something like that. Mm-hmm. First of all, you go through one of the person's maturing, because it's going to be one is more mature than the other one at some point in time. Mm-hmm. One is more secure than the other one at some point in time.
That's right.
And so you have to deal with that. You have to deal with insecurities. You have to deal with growing up, and then you have to deal with, as you get older, you have to start dealing with things that you once saw as a strength, maybe now becoming a semi-burden, because you ever thought about that, baby?
Yeah, I have. Like with me having problems with my ankles.
That's not a burden. No, I'm just saying that
it's a burden for me. Shoot.
Well, the way we started off, a semi-strength was I always took charge. I always took charge. And now that we're getting older, I want my baby to take charge. I want her.
I know, and you have mentioned that. I'm trying to grasp that responsibility. Yeah. But when I do it, sometimes I'm not confident enough, because I want it to be something that we both are good with, the decision.
Well, maybe this will help you. When I was so-called taking charge, I felt that my decision included your comfortability.
Oh, okay.
So when I made a decision and I took charge, I assumed that I was doing something that you was comfortable with, based upon our relationship. So do the same. Okay. Do the same here. Assume that I'm comfortable with it. Know me well enough to know what I'm comfortable with.
Okay, I got it. Got it.
And so that's what I was. That was just what we was talking. That's one point of view. When you with somebody for so long, how things changes. So, from my standpoint, when we were younger, I was very, very immature. And by Marilyn even being a young woman herself, she had to deal with a young, immature woman herself. She had to deal with me. I was immature. I was jealous. I was all of that. So here she is now having to deal with that as a young woman, trying, first of all, to hide her sexuality and play this role.
And deal with a jealous person.
Right. And you did an excellent job with that.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And so it's all kind of stages.
My PTSD is rising of all the things I had to juggle.
That's right. And now here we are. We're older. We're about to turn 60.
But it all makes sense, though. It makes sense, the challenges that we had to kind of maneuver our way around when you say you were jealous and all the things that the challenges with our relationship. It makes sense because we had so many things we had to hide, and we had to not let anybody know that we were in love, that we were a couple, and that's difficult. Fair. That's difficult, and I think I created a complete facade by pushing through, being involved in the organizations, got the girls, got this, and that's how I covered up the fact that it was a struggle for me being in a lesbian relationship and knowing that it was okay, because I wasn't feeling like I was going to have that given to me, the approval, that we seek.
Yeah, and sometimes people think like, well, if they wasn't living, out loud and proud, then how can they? No, baby, that's even harder. That's harder.
When
you have to be in a public setting and look at people come on to your woman or say things to your woman or come to you and approach you about your woman because they think she's available, and this is your love. This is the love of your life.
Oh my God, that is a lot.
And
that is a lot.
So you have to front that off. It's still not revealing that this is the love of your life. You got to approach these people in a manner. And in my case, it was even more difficult because I was in the military. Yeah. So, I just couldn't come out and say, back up. Give me 50 feet.
I know.
Because if I said that, the first thing is like, I'm going to your commander. I'm going to jeopardize your job. And so I had to approach this like, she not really into that type of person or.
I know, right? Hence why in New Orleans, when you were trying to confront someone and the table was flipped over with us trying to act like we just there trying to have a good time, and that I was somebody that was not interested in his advances, but at the same time, what you gave him was a little more than that. Not only is she not interested in your advances, I'm getting ready to handle you because she my woman.
Right.
He saw all of that.
Right.
Without it even being said.
Right. So it's not a matter of judging the errors and what's going on. What it's about is knowing that there is representation. Representation matters. I don't care what people say at all. We are business owners and we're entrepreneurs. We're women. We're black. Having people that we can look up to in those industries,
absolutely,
and say that hey, they did it,
absolutely,
we can do it. That means absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So being elderly, older, black lesbian couples, we're representation, and we wear that with a badge of honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
We wear that with a badge of honor.
Right.
And we don't have no shame in telling people what we had to do to protect this love, so that you could do what you do.
That's right. We paved the way.
Yeah, but you know what? We're just 60. Trust me. We got some older.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Older couples out there.
Yeah.
That have lived a life of hidden shame in the closet.
Yeah.
To protect their love, and we're just a vessel. We're just a vessel between y'all and them.
That's
y'all
it.
And them. So we want to connect to both. We want to connect to them. We want to connect to you all because we're willing to get out here and show people that we're proud that I love this woman. I love this woman. This is my girlfriend.
Peace.